good day everyone. I am Angelica Sayam and I'm going to discuss the theory number 3, which is the experiential learning. This theory was proposed by David A. Kolb. Who is David? David was born in 1939. Today, he is emeritus professor of organizational behavior. He is an American psychologist. He is an educational theorist, and also he is best known for his research on experiential learning and then learning styles. What is the experiential learning theory? Experiential learning theory states that the essence of adult learning is making sense of experiences. So, David believed that our individual learning style emerges due to our genetics, life experiences, and the demands of our current environment. So, as an adult, we learn best from our own experiences rather than reading books or what other people taught us. David A. Kolb reveals that cyclical nature of experiential learning by explaining how it takes place in 4 stages, and that 4 stages we're going to discuss my co-members later on. Tell me and I will forget, show me and I may remember, involve me and I will understand. These quotes or saying was by Benjamin Franklin. This quote means that if someone tells you something, you can forget in seconds, and if they show you something, you might understand. But if they involve you, you would understand because you relate to it.
I'm Marielle Arca from Bitibeted 3J, and I'll be discussing the first of 4 stages, which is the concrete experience. Concrete experience, adults learn best when the learning experience goes beyond the chalk and talk routine. Kinesthetic learning or learning by encouraging physical actions and learning that evokes strong emotional responses. Create powerful experiences that are not forgotten easily. Adults learn best when we make our learner or learning higher than usual or traditional, which is the chalk and talk routine. When we say kinesthetic learning, it takes place by the learners carrying out physical activities rather than listening to a lecture or watching demonstration, due to realistic scenarios that demonstrate cause and effect relationship, providing learners with memorable experiences.
Reflective observation. Adults need to engage with and reflect on their experience to glean insight and required knowledge. Reflective observation is all about watching or developing observation about one's or own experience. It is not just only receiving information but reflecting about your experience also. This process is about effort to describe the details of experience that is observed by the learner. Reflective observation is also about giving individual meaning and interpretation to experience and more deliberate than concrete experience.
Abstract conceptualization. In this stage, learning involves using theories, logic, and ideas rather than feelings to understand problems or situations. Typically, the learning relies on systematic planning and develops theories and ideas to solve problems. So, sa stage na to, may nagbe-base sa functional information, mga standard study, hindi nagbe-base sa pansariling opinion lamang. Then, matututo sa pamamagitan ng mga standard given idea, yung mga pag-aaral na napatunayan na hindi sila nagbe-base sa opinion lang para matuto.
The fourth stages of experiential learning theory by David A. Kolb is active experimentation, or AE. Active experimentation talks about the hands-on task or actual work to let learners apply their learning. And learning by doing. Learning by doing means while the learners learn, they also perform actual work. At the same time, it is interactive. The usefulness of information helps them to increase understanding detailed information before they proceed or perform the work or the task. Active experimentation leads to create experiences to the learners because they perform actual. And the experiential learning resumes because from the first stages to third stages, all the knowledge they learn, they apply it to the fourth stages to gain experiences. For example, the learners, they do internship or on-the-job training is an example of active experimentation, and some assessment also